Rise once again, my children! And today we look at a strange sort of superhero. Well, I cannot really call him a hero, for you see, he is slave to whoever holds the mystical pendant. This is the tale of Simon Garth, the zombie.
Tales of the Zombie was a brief horror anthology series made in 1973 to 1975. The title character found his roots originally in another Marvel horror title, Menace, that had been made to compete with the EC comics of the 1950s. And reprinted in Marvel Essentials, Tales of the Zombie, we learn the story of poor Simon Garth. He was a domineering and controlling businessman who disrespected the people around him and demanded their obedience, whether it was his employees, his business partner, his gardener, or even his daughter.
Oh, his young daughter, who clearly is far too young to take responsibility for herself. I mean, she's a mere child of 23.
Simon discovers his daughter skinny dipping and the gardener, Gyps, attempting to coerce her for favors. Simon fires him immediately. Gyps swears revenge and joins forces with a voodoo cult to sacrifice him. However, it turns out the voodoo priestess is his own secretary, who had been pining for the jerk. She helps him escape, but Gyps tracks him down and murders them, proceeding to order the cult to resurrect him as a zombie slave, controlled through an amulet that Simon's corpse wears with a twin in Gyps's possession. However, when Gyps orders the zombie to kidnap his daughter, there is enough left of his soul to disobey and kill Gyps. He then buries himself back in the swamp.
He may be a murderous zombie, but at least he knows how to tidy up when he's done.
The amulet falls into the hands of his daughter and then a mugger, both unwittingly summoning the zombie. It is important to remember that this sort of zombie is of the mystical sort, so a bullet to the brain is useless in stopping such a creature. He even gets stabbed to show his invulnerability. And finally, he shoots the mugger with his own gun, before returning once more to his grave. And that was just the start of Simon's journey, which continues even into modern times. However, as I said, this is an anthology, and the other stories are, well, kind of offensive in some ways. For example, there is the story of Ironhead, about a criminal who joins forces with two treasure hunters. He murders them for the deep-sea treasure by blowing up their boat and escaping in a diving suit. However, he comes across African natives who believe him to be an iron-headed god. So yeah, tribal Africans worshipping a white man as a god. Not a good sign. However, don't think he gets to enjoy his godhood, for he realizes that if he takes off his helmet in order to eat or drink, they will kill him for his deception. And there is always someone near him, watching. There is also a brief Frankenstein-esque story about a mad doctor trying to create the most intelligent and powerful being. But of course, don't expect someone who has more power to obey someone less so. And going back to zombies, there is of course the Thing from the Bog. This one's a bit convoluted, but it has all the thrills and terrors we would hope for. Okay, so a witch who was almost murdered by Christians makes a pact with Satan and kills her own would-be murderers. She then rescues a young child and raises him with her dark powers, making him swear to resurrect the undead from the bog, should she fail to do so. Which she does. He was in turn rescued by some jerk family who wants to destroy the bogmen they know are in the swamp. He does the ritual and resurrects the bogmen, but has a change of heart at the last second. When the bogmen attack, well, let's just say his stepfather really should try to listen before he goes and wastes bullets on what he thinks will stop such creatures.
The tale of Simon Garth, the zombie, could be seen as a tragic one, my children. But then again, he wasn't exactly the nicest man in life, was he? So don't knock the undead life till you've tried it.